Welcome to our channel, where we update the most dramatic and surprising plots from the show The Young and the Restless. Today, we will explore a story full of tension and shocking developments related to Nick and Sharon. In the upcoming episodes, Nick will fall into a major internal battle as he tries to find out about the mysterious actions of Sharon, the person he once knew better than anyone. From the beginning, Nick has been constantly watching Sharon. Although on the surface, Sharon seems to have overcome the difficult period and tries to show that she is back on track, Nick feels that something is wrong. Sharon is not really stable, and this is not just limited to small signs, but also the fact that she is still having hallucinations related to Cameron, a dangerous person who has haunted her in the past. Cameron not only appears in Sharon's hallucinations, but he also encourages her to do dangerous and crazy things. Nick, who used to be very close to Sharon, soon realizes that something is wrong. He cannot ignore the strange changes in Sharon's behavior. This makes him more and more worried. Nick has always been sensitive to Sharon, and anything unusual related to her will quickly make him suspicious. One of the notable highlights of the story is Nick's skepticism that Sharon may be involved in Heather's mysterious death. Although he does not want to believe that Sharon could do something so bad, all the signs are pointing in that direction. Fans have seen Nick look at Sharon with concern, and as the story progresses, Nick will be faced with a heartbreaking truth. He may struggle to convince himself that there is a more reasonable explanation for Sharon's actions, but as the evidence piles up, it becomes harder and harder. Nick may be trying to fool himself, wanting to believe that Sharon couldn't possibly be behind the incident. However, the story is slowly revealing clues that cast doubt on Sharon, especially the fact that she may have used Daniel and set him up for the crime. The evidence comes too conveniently, and it makes it too much for both Nick and Detective Chance Chancellor to ignore. As Nick continues to gather more information about the case, he can't sit still and has to take action himself. Nick may begin his own investigation, playing detective to find out what Sharon really did on the night before Heather died. One of the things that worries Nick is Sharon's mysterious return on the night of Heather's murder. This makes him feel extremely uneasy. Nick begins to trace the clues and piece together the events to find out if Sharon was really involved in Heather's death. Although he wants to avoid this cruel truth, Nick is forced to face his suspicions. This leads to Nick confronting Sharon directly, bluntly asking her if she was responsible for Heather's death. As the evidence gradually becomes clear, there may come a time when Nick cannot deny what he is seeing before his eyes. The truth may put Nick in the worst situation of his life. Although he loves and cares for Sharon, if his hunch is correct, Nick may have to push Sharon to confess everything and get the help she needs. Will Sharon really burst into tears and spill the beans when she's cornered? Nick may be the one to finally get the truth out of Sharon. While it could destroy their relationship, Nick understands that sometimes the truth needs to come out, no matter how painful it is. In the drama of this story, Nick may be faced with the cruelest choice of his life: turn Sharon in to the police. If Nick gathers enough evidence to prove Sharon's involvement in Heather's death, he may have no choice but to call the police and turn Sharon in. As much as Nick hates it, he may be forced to make this decision to keep justice in check. The next episode of The Young and the Restless promises to be full of surprises and drama as Nick Newman faces the heartbreaking truth about Sharon. Nick's doubts, worries, and inner struggles will push him to make the most difficult decisions. Stay tuned to our channel for more shocking details in their story.